Once again, nobody understands the true meaning of Christmas like Cravings Krenek.
Thank you.
Christmas is about not seeing your family.
And saving money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Santa brought Daddy a new pair of shoes this year.
Well, I think we should talk about our resolutions from last year.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Nick, could you please go first?
Absolutely. So last year, it was actually the first episode of January. We had made some resolutions. Now, I think we should definitely see if we've kept them. I've tried to keep mine the best I can. So my first resolution is always get a Baja Blast every time I go to Taco Bell. A check.
Lego.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Congratulations on fulfilling that.
Yeah.
Thank
Nick
you.
was like, you know what I
Thank
want?
you.
You know what I want in the new year?
Diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes.
Yes.
I was just
Yeah, exactly. I was very successful in doing that.
in the diabetes or the Baja Blast?
in the Baja Blast.
Got it.
Yeah. But it was a hard, long road because there were times where I did not want a Baja Blast because believe it or not, it can wear down on you and your teeth.
Yeah.
So
you forced one down like the Super Size Me guy.
Yes. I was doing a year-long version of Super Size Me, exclusively just Taco Bell.
It's so funny because like
Hey, you look great.
Thank you. I'm glowing.
a blue actually.
Looking like fucking Captain Planet.
Exactly. So I was just like, it's really funny because the other day I was got some Taco Bell and we were actually making a TikTok.
Yeah.
And I got it for Nick and he was like, hey, here's my order.
Can you just get a Pepsi?
Can you get a Pepsi? And I froze. And I was like, Nick, hurry. Are you sure? And I was like, he did say Pepsi. Like he really didn't write it.
It wasn't
Baja
for me.
Blast.
I wasn't gonna get a soda.
It was for his fiance. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I'm like, Nick. And I called him. They call you or did they text you?
You texted me. You
texted
shamed me through text.
I said, Nick, what about Baja Blast? He's like, no, don't get that. It's not for me. And I'm like,
I didn't say that. You
something
bitch.
like that. You're like, don't get. You're like, no, I want to get the Pepsi. It's for my fiance. And then I was like, what about through text? That's how I said it.
That's how I read it too.
What about the Baja Blast?
And I was like,
good.
All right, I'll take a Baja Blast.
And then I got it for him for free.
And then he drank it all.
I did. That was actually the reason I brought it up because the reason I brought it up is because he had a little bit.
I had like 3 or 4 sips.
Nick had a little bit, but truthfully, he didn't want it. Is the truth. So I drank it for him, and it was delicious.
But I did in fact keep my resolution by getting a Baja Blast.
Yes.
With every meal.
And can we just give it up? Is it too loud?
Who are we giving it up for?
Me.
For completing his resolution.
What do you mean? Who are we giving it up for?
I wasn't sure if we were giving it up for Jordan, who didn't let you slip.
Oh, no. I mean,
you know what? We'll give it another one. We'll give it Jordan one.
Let's go.
For being a good friend.
He
didn't even know. Okay. But then my second resolution, which you guys said that I would definitely not follow through on, is throwing spicy ranch on everything that I got. Y'all were absolutely right. I literally forgot I said that after that episode.
Plus, you only get one resolution per New Year's. You don't get multiple resolutions.
Nah, I don't know about that.
If you had actually,
I don't know about that because you had
one resolution.
You had 2 resolutions. You had 2 resolutions last year.
Yeah, I didn't fulfill either of them. I can't even remember what one.
I remember both of my. I'm ready for my turn.
Okay, then Jordy, you go.
Okay, first off, I
Take
will
it
say,
away,
Nick,
Jordy.
give it up for yourself one more time.
Thank you.
The discipline to hang in there when you don't want to do it, I commend you.
I'm merely a man.
Hey, and as flawed as we are, you're perfect. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So,
let me sip on my nog.
All right. Sweet. Nick's got some nog, and so do I.
Jordan's got his eggnog flavored mic cover there.
When he showed it to me, it was when he came in, it was on the lid of the eggnog, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Because it did look all eggnog-ish.
My spit guard.
It's a nog ball.
Nog ball.
So my resolutions, I'm excited to actually recap these. My 2 were first, use the app more. I 100% committed using the app all the time, which is why I kept ordering my food to the wrong Taco Bells. It fucking sucked. But I finally got the hang of it. Month 12. Let's go. Yeah, month 12. It only took me 12 months.
Good job. Good job.
But yeah, this was. I used the app like significantly more. I got way more free stuff, which was nice.
Yeah, it's really beneficial.
It's quick. All you have to do is spend like, what is it like? Maybe
5 minutes. 5 minutes ordering. 20 minutes turning your car around from the wrong Taco Bell and driving to the right one.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But there is like, I think there's like, it's only like 250 points, which is like, it's not even maybe $25. Do you spend $25, you get a free taco or something like that?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
it's
terrible
quick.
at using the app. I only use it. I never get any of the rewards.
I have forgotten to. I've like wasted like getting some of mine, but now I'm much better about it. But I'm redeeming that shit for sure. But I've like gotten a whole bunch of points. I've scanned a bunch of receipts. Whenever I don't use the app, I at least scan the receipt, get the points.
Go ahead.
Which is part of the experience nonetheless.
Yep.
Now moving on to the second one.
It's like you're making money.
You know what, Devin, you're not wrong.
It's like you're making money.
That's so funny. Okay, so last thing is the second one is become best friends with the people at the Parmer Taco Bell. I have 100% done that. Tiffany, what is up, Tiff? Tiff, with shout out to you for taking care of your boy.
I love to hear that. I love that.
Yeah, dude. Tiff. You know, honestly, Tiffany gives me pretty straight blank faces most of the time. But it's an endearing, loving engagement. You know.
This sounds like you harass a woman at work.
And if she hears this, she's definitely gonna laugh and agree. But we have a great time together, and I have
She's like, isn't that guy who looks at my name tag? That guy who looked at my name tag that one time?
I joked with her a few times, called her Heather. And she said she didn't like it.
I bet she thought that was hilarious.
She
Everyone
did,
loves
honestly,
honestly,
and honestly, most of the time, Tiffany, I love Tiffany. She takes care of me. She actually gave me the Baja Blast that I got for Nick for free.
Wow.
It is, yeah.
Tiffany, thank you so much.
No, Tiff, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tiff, give it up for yourself.
Thanks, Tiff.
Yes. And there's some hardworking people over there. A couple of the people. I know somebody. Her name is Jacqueline. Went to high school with her as well. They asked me to do the surveys for them.
Yeah.
And I always call them out. And
I do that's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah, I do them for them. So.
Boy, Jordy is really setting the stage for himself for his presidential Bell Nation run.
You know what?
Really,
can I say?
really locking down those constituents.
I'm for the people. What can I say? But back to what I was saying.
If you listen to episode 12, he says, "Hey, I'm only gonna be friends with them if I can get some free out of it." You know what I mean? So I don't want to say, if that'll hurt his presidential run.
That's definitely going to haunt his campaign down the line.
You want to sabotage her as your president?
Sabotage her, sir? You mean backstabber? Thank you.
So. But now we're homies up there, man. So it's
fuck yeah.
I feel good. They know my voice when I show up. Like, I'm not kidding. It's yeah, exactly. But it's, honestly, she does laugh. She thinks this is funny, and she actually loves the show. She said it was really funny. So she does like the show. Yeah, that's my homie. So
wow. So
yeah, done and done.
Hats off to Craven's Krenek for getting his resolutions done. Like, for real, that's some good shit, man.
A very selfless reservation or reservations.
I do it for the people.
Very selfless resolutions, Jordan. I mean, if you're like talking to, I wouldn't expect anything less from Craven's Krenek to have a very human-oriented, focused on people, bringing people together. I feel like that's the Craven's Krenek message.
Brand, yeah.
If
he
brand,
was,
yeah.
Yes, if he was sold as a toy, that would be the logo or the motto on there. Like infinity and beyond to infinity and beyond. Yeah. That's Jordy's.
Yeah.
But whatever Devin said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some kind of turbo boost.
Yeah.
Or something.
Shut up.
What? Like that. I don't know. What?
Devin.
What? It's just what came to heart.
Where's your Christmas spirit? So my New Year's resolution last year was a tough one, folks. Was one that unfortunately I didn't follow through on and got burnt time and time again. And my New Year's resolution last year was to check my Taco Bell every time I ordered it to just verify that I got the right food. And
it was also to be more assertive in getting your right order.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so both of those fell to the wayside this year.
And actually, you did have one more.
You did have one more.
You had one more, is to be more adventurous in the Taco Bell menu and try new stuff or stuff you've never tried before.
Oh, okay. So that I did fulfill this year. That
Nice.
I can stand
Accidentally.
And
there it
It's
is.
a happy accident.
on. I can feel good about that. But you know what? When it comes to the wrong items, this is just still something that I don't think I'll ever receive. And the big thing for me this year is I don't want another year of getting the wrong food. I really wish, you guys, that at this time of year, somebody would listen to my Christmas prayer. How I wish.
There is someone you can still talk to who would listen to your prayer.
Are you talking about Little Dill?
Oh, my God. Oh, Little Dill. That's right. It's Christmas time. That means Little Dill's here again. Little Dill, how I wish. Oh, how I wish for the right food.
Hello, everyone, and happy holidays from Little Dill. God bless us, everyone, again. And to celebrate the holidays, we're going to sing a song. This is a song for all the boys and girls who don't get what they want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is just a bag of Taco Bell. I just want them to get it right, then all will be well. If everything is there tonight, I'll be a happy boy. I will not write a Yelp review or drive around annoyed. All I want this Christmas Eve is the right fucking food. If I have to come back again, bet your ass I will be rude. I'm never coming back again. You'll miss me and be sad. It can ruin your holidays when you forget to check your bag.
You're going to keep that?
What an amazing song. That shit is so... Little Dill, I hope you have a great new year. And
God, he really made me feel much better about this.
Little Dill's the best.
Thank goodness for him. We'll see
Yeah.
you next year, Little Dill.
Blessings be bussin'. Right there.
Yeah, stay Baja
and-
blessed, Little Dill.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cheesy Gordita Bunch, the official show of the Taco Bell Facebook group. I'm your host, Nick Ortiz, and with me, as always, my co-host, DJ Dill, Devin Hanley. What's goody? And then, of
Feliz Navidad.
course, the bacon on this Bacon Club Chalupa, Jordan Cravens Krenek. What's goody, Jordan?
What's goody? Ayo. Feliz Navidad, bro. And I see that shit coming, dude. What's up, man? Let's go. I love this episode. I love this episode. Like last year's was so good. This one's gonna be good. I do love Christmas. I love Christmas.
Yes, you're a Christmas guy.
Yeah.
And this week we are wrapping up the year. The Cheesy Gordita Bunch. Excuse me. This week we are wrapping up the year with a Cheesy Gordita Bunch year in review for 2021, where we look at all of the newly released and re-released items that Taco Bell has done, and rate them. Talk about them. Go month by month. But there is a small little caveat. Not every Taco Bell didn't release a new item every month. You know what I mean? So we will skip some of the months But we will talk about every newly released and re-released item for 2021, which I'm fucking pumped about because it was like going through I was like time traveling through food. You know what I mean? Like I was having
mouth watering.
My mouth is watering now.
That's the eggnog. That's the eggnog.
True.
It's so weird because looking at some of these items, like some of these do feel like forever ago. Like
Yes.
I think about when we ate them and I was like, oh my God, that was less than a year ago. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like there was one, so I was talking to one of the, like someone we follow on Instagram. Her name is Saved by the Taco Bell. Definitely follow them. And she thought that the cheddar chalupa had come out this year. I was like, sorry, that was last year. You know what I mean? Like that's how much of a blur this year was for everyone in Bell Nation.
And last year, even especially last year.
For sure. But stay up to date with us. Please follow us on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We got some fire ass memes coming out. You'll stay up to date on when episodes come out. All that good shit.
We have so much stuff coming. Like, without saying too much, we have some good stuff that we're going to be releasing, even from the episodes to merch,
new content,
connecting with other Taco Bell influencers.
Yeah.
Some big promotion things. I mean, 2022 is going to be a good year for the Cheesy Gordita Bunch. So we want y'all on the ride with us.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's be a part of it, baby.
Fuck yeah. We're hopefully you feel like we're your friends at this point, because I would hope that. But come spend 2022 with your boys.
I feel like you're all my family now. Like I just I don't know what I would do if you stopped listening.
Yeah, just don't ask us for money.
No, but if you want to give us some.
Perfect. Follow us on Patreon. All right? And actually, speaking of which, I do want to give a shout out to our new listeners, Chris and Jesse. They again joined the Order of the Golden Belt. We appreciate
Congratulations.
you. Yes. Congratulations for sure. And if you want to be like them, please follow us on our Patreon at patreon.com/Cheesy Gordita Bunch. We got some cool shit coming out. And again, you definitely want to stay up to date on what's going to be happening in 2022. So please follow us on all of our social medias. Just follow the link in the bio, basically.
Also, we're going to have a Craven's Krenek episode where we're going to just talk about the year in general. Not so much Taco Bell focus, and just kind of recap the year a little bit, talk about some of our things that stood out to us. So we'll be putting that on the Patreon before the new year.
Yep.
Right on.
Fuck yeah.
Can't wait to listen to that.
All right. So, January 2021, when dummies were raiding the Capitol, you know what I mean? Taco Bell was releasing some fire-ass stuff. And they actually started off the year releasing the nacho fries, which was a pretty bomb-ass, that was a good thing. We got some good stuff coming out of it. We got to do a Fries with my guys with the 7-layer podcast dudes, which was hella rad.
Yes, that was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a great episode. And we also got to see the release of the anime commercial along with the little booklet that they had come out with. And by the way, the person who wrote that, the manga, they follow us on IG.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
What's their name?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Hopefully you're listening.
Yeah, but I absolutely love the nacho fries. They're always a hit for me. It's like the McRib. You know what I mean? You can always depend that it's always going to be good. Granted, this past time I was a little disappointed because we didn't get enough seasoning.
There was a couple times, for hands down. You're right. You're totally right.
But I'm willing to forgive and forget and look forward to the next time we get nacho fries.
That's what you do for the relationships you value most.
Yeah. You move on. You find a way to move on and put it. Yeah, exactly. I think January is the perfect nacho fry season. You got you got that little nip in the air. You got your coat zipped up all the way, and you got a nice hot nacho fry to carry you through those long cold nights. So I think it's great. I think that nacho fry January was awesome. The other items in January, though, I don't remember being as fond of.
You don't remember the $1 loaded nacho taco?
That was the one specifically that I remember.
I
feeling
do remember
feeling pretty hoodwinked when I got that.
No,
one.
see, you gotta understand. This is on the Cravens.
It was
menu.
$1.
Yeah, it's $1.
What are you trying to get a feast out of that? It's $1.
Yeah, I mean, this is good stuff. I do have to say, nacho fries, never a bad time for nacho fries. So
Very true.
I'm gonna give the nacho. Can I do as we go through them, a scale of 1 to 10 on
Sure.
each of these?
Go ahead.
If you guys don't participate, let's do that.
That's up to you. Yeah.
Let's do it. I mean, I'm gonna give the nacho fries a solid 9
For 2021.
Wow.
out of 10.
Even
Okay.
though
Not ranking them. Not ranking them. Just
sure.
like it's
so
a 9
so
out
the
of 10.
lack
It
of
was-
seasoning only knocked them off one.
For Jordy, because I was gonna say they're at about a 7.5.
The reason
me.
the reason I get a 9 is because it's also so customizable. You can add them in all kinds of stuff, and I really like doing that.
I didn't even think about that angle.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Very important. So, and then you got the loaded nacho taco. This is perfect. I mean, I'm gonna give this one a solid like 7.5, maybe 8.
Man, Jordan throwing out those high scores.
So the second item to release was the $1 loaded nacho taco. This was consisted of seasoned beef, nacho cheese sauce. Gotta love the nacho cheese sauce. Okay.
Yep.
Cheddar cheese, shredded lettuce with red strips wrapped in a flour tortilla. Yeah, I like this one. This is a great, and it also was just one of my favorite things about when they do stuff like this is I usually buy whenever I get an item, I usually toss a dollar menu item on top of my thing, right?
Yeah.
Like if I get one of our other items, like the naked chicken chalupa as an example, I'll toss in like just like a beefy burrito.
Yeah, naturally.
Like a little $1 beef burrito, whatever, and boom, we're good to go. And this was something new that I could.
So you
experience
saved
and-
money and
and I got to it was
Okay.
a win. So I like this. I'm gonna go 8. That's me.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll give this actually an 8 as well because I think it was very delicious. I liked the texture in it because you'd think that the nacho sauce and the beef would kind of make it a little chewy, but with the red strips, my God, you know what I mean? That shit was good as fuck.
Bro,
So I'm gonna
I
give it
love-
an 8 out of 10.
I love the red strip. And everything that has red strips, those are my favorite items.
Okay, and then the last item in January, or at least the last item we'll be talking about, is the Bacon Club Chalupa. Now, originally it debuted in 2008. It came back to the menu in 2015, and we were able to bring in the new year with this bad boy in January. And for those who didn't have the privilege to taste this masterpiece, it is a chalupa with seasoned chicken, lettuce, tomatoes, avocado ranch, and bacon bits. I fucking love this thing. This was absolutely amazing.
Honestly, out of those 3 items, if I had to rank those, I would give nacho fries. I'm with you, Nick. I would give nacho fries a 7.5, 7, generous 7.5. The loaded nacho taco, I would give a 4. I thought that was a pretty flimsy item. But the Bacon Club
Controversial.
Chalupa, I'm gonna go right back up to 8. I actually thought that was a really good item. I got those a couple different times.
Oh, yeah. For me, 10 out of 10. Legit 10 out of 10. I think it sparked my love for Taco Bell again. You know what I mean? I was just excited to go to Taco Bell. Like before I'm like, oh, I'm doing research, baby. Like I got to spend this money, but now I'm like, I can't wait to go to Taco Bell. We got to get us a Bacon Club chalupa.
That's so
Two or three.
weird because there has never been a time in the last year where I felt that you ever were falling off of the Taco Bell train. When was this?
Hey, you got to wear a mask, okay?
You
gotta
always
wear a
seem
mask.
you always seem to be the conductor up there in the front. Dude.
Leading the troops.
Yeah.
Hey, and that goes to show you, check on your friends. You never know the battles they're facing.
That's actually a really valid, important thing to say, but I'm
but
trying
such
to
a
take it
such
serious,
a
but
terrible
it was,
venue to say it in.
Yeah, it was funny
But
still.
it was really well received. The Bacon Club Chalupa was really well received through Bell Nation. One reviewer on Reddit said, quote, I hadn't had this in almost 10 years. I was so excited to see it come back. The sauce was a little different from what I remember, but the chalupa was full of bacony goodness. No skimping on ingredients here, and it was extremely satisfying overall. I also have to say that the folks at that location did a very good job assembling it.
Okay.
And I left them some positive feedback through the Taco Bell website. I hope that gets read. Wow,
Very nice.
what a good way to start off the new year. You know what I mean? Not only giving a local Taco Bell a good positive review, but having a good fucking Taco Bell item. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So, Jordy, what do you think about it? 10 out of 10?
I don't know. I don't think I had more than one, so I don't have a strong opinion. Which is really
Surprising.
a misfortune.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah. And it's probably not because anything else other than like I was traveling a ton that month,
Oh, that's very true.
so it's a little inconvenient to try to like find some Taco Bell sometimes. But when I'm trying to like, I'm in a new city I've never been, I like try something new. You know what I mean?
You don't go to Taco Bell?
I still go, but I still like try. I focus on like trying to make sure that I do something that I can't get in Austin.
I'm going to Milan.
You don't do research to make sure that any hotel or motel you stay at is within 100 yards of a Taco Bell.
But I will say I did spend a little bit of time looking up hotels and stuff after not hotels like the cantinas and stuff
Yeah.
after March. So let's see how the rest of this goes. What do we got for February?
All right, cool. Now, in February, they didn't release any new items. However, they did introduce the $5 build your own box,
Great.
which was fantastic.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, a great move. I think we tweeted out that they should make an option on the app to customize a whole item. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like legitimately customize an item from the tortilla up. You know what I mean? But yeah, February wasn't really exciting there except for that release.
What
which
it
was awesome.
lacked in innovation, it made up for in value. 100%.
Big facts.
There
Oh,
you go.
that,
Well
I
said.
give that
Give it
statement
up.
a 10 out of 10.
Give it up.
Yeah. Now,
Been
March
working on that one all week.
March 2021. March was a great year. It was a big month for Taco Bell because
March was a great month.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Taco Bell was the potatoes were returning back to the menu. You know what I mean? To say the least, the potatoes were coming back after 8 months of being off of the menu. And they didn't release any new like potato items like particularly, but it was so amazing to see that the potatoes are back.
I think the biggest thing for me here is that Big Bell listened to the people.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody fucking wanted this stuff back, and we got them back, and
There were no shortage of people complaining about not having potatoes, for sure.
That
Yeah.
facts. Like,
Yes.
yeah, hella people wanted them back, and I'm glad they came back, and I think we're all happy about it.
Yeah.
So on
Yeah.
on a scale, let's pull this back to the scale. So when it comes to potato items, I would put potato items at a solid 6 across the board. Probably not changing from where they stood before for me. I have no problem with the potatoes. I'm glad they came back, but they really didn't transform them differently than they did before, I thought.
I'm gonna say that the way that I look at potatoes is whatever I have, add a full digit above, and now it's one better if I add potatoes to it. That's yeah. So if I got a loaded nacho taco, you know what I mean, and I add some potatoes to that bad boy, it's now a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, it's now a 9. So that's how I feel about potatoes. Because I never really like eat the potatoes like by themselves. I always add them into stuff.
The first time I ever had potatoes by themselves is when we did that episode with John. You know what I mean? Like, that's the first time I'd ever had just potatoes with nacho and, you know what I mean? With
Sour
nacho.
cream,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the first time. I agree with Devin. You know, I'd actually say I'd give potatoes a 6 out of 10 as well. They're nothing fancy. You know what I mean? They add a good texture. They add something. They add, you get a little more full whenever you add them to your item. But, nothing to write home about. But I will say, we also saw the release of the quesalupa.
That
deal.
was fucking great. I'm gonna say right now, as far as Taco Bell trends of 2021, the idea of like cooking cheese onto the exterior of the tortillas and the chalupas and the gorditas, I like that. I love that direction that Taco Bell's been going in. I thought that was a great item.
I loved this item. No, really. Yeah. Like, I loved it. This was like a strong 9 for me. Like, because y'all know I care about the crunch, but like
True, you're a big texture guy.
Texture guy. So plus also like I fucking love anytime somebody is like Parmesan crusted on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
God, dude,
You're
that
here
shit
for
is dog. I'm here for it. It just be hitting different.
Okay, fair enough. Now, for those who aren't familiar with the quesalupa, it was first introduced back in 2016. It finally made its return to the menu, and it was fucking amazing.
Let's go.
This time, the quesalupa was 50% more cheesier than the 2016 counterpart. And then, again, I just want to give, for those who didn't have the pleasure of tasting it, first off, I feel sorry for you. Second, the quesalupa is a quesadilla chalupa hybrid with seasoned beef, lettuce, shredded cheddar cheese, diced tomatoes, and sour cream. And it was pretty well received, like people, either you really liked it or you fucking hated it. You know what I mean? But there was, I think more people liked the quesalupa way more than people didn't like it. But
if you're like me and you like the cheesy gordita crunch, if you're all about those off the wall Taco Bell innovations that is really specific to what they do, that's what I would say about the quesalupa. I feel like that was an item that just was very, very much Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, I agree
all the way through.
Yeah, I think you're completely correct, Devin.
Oh yeah, 100% correct. But I will say, some of the reviews, people were like, "I don't see how it's 50% cheesier." You know what I mean?
That's what they're complaining about.
Yeah. People. Well, I mean, I don't know. I see. If it wasn't actually cheesier, I could see how that would be a good gripe.
Yeah, but how do
but
they?
it was way cheesier.
That's
you know
just
what I mean?
one of my. That's like one of those things that's just come on, move on. Don't put up a fight about that. I mean, what are we? You're going to start getting down to cheese percentage semantics? Just enjoy what Taco Bell has done for you.
Facts.
Yeah, but overall, I think I would give the quesalupa an 8 out of 10.
That's where I would be too. 8, maybe an 8.
Yeah, because it isn't as customizable as other items. Because I tried to put chicken inside of it because I was still doing my bacon chalupa binge. So I put chicken inside of the quesalupa. I put avocado ranch, lettuce, tomato, all that stuff on it. And fuck, it was so cheesy. I felt like I was sucking on cheese. It was not good.
Sucking on cheese.
Yes. 8 out of 10 for me.
Oh, I'm sticking with a 9.
9? All right, Dev.
I'm gonna go in an 8 with an 8.5 on this one.
8.5.
Which is a really good score for me. Very rarely in my if you're getting a 9 or 10 on this scale, then those are for the top shelf, top tier items, which I might not even mention tonight on the show. But an 8.5 is a damn good score for me.
So you should be lucky, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So April of 2021, there wasn't much activity, but Taco Bell did announce that they were partnering up with TerraCycle to recycle their sauce packets. God. Yeah, I mean, I bet nobody's done that. I've talked.
There's no way. I didn't do it.
Fuck no, not
I
once.
Didn't even try.
Not once. And honestly, I didn't try because once I read that you had to register an account and then you had to print out a fucking whole deal. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw them away. Unfortunately.
No, and they can't just take them back at the window. That's not
a health risk.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but we did see the return of the $1 beefy potato Rito. That's just crispy potato bites, nacho cheese, creamy chipotle wrapped in a flour tortilla.
4.
Once again, I'm gonna give some love to that because it's one of those ooh, I get to add something to my meal. It's cheap. Toss that bad boy on there. Probably give me a little extra feeling, feeling. And we're good to go.
Okay. And Devin, you gave it a 4?
I gave it a 4. Yeah, that was one of the ones that I was just meh. It didn't knock my socks off.
I'm gonna go 6.
Wow, 6. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna give it a solid 5. You know what I mean? It was nothing to write home about, but if you're at a 4. In my opinion, you're not doing very good. You know what I mean? That's 7-layer burrito territory. Right
it would have been even. It would have been even lower if it wasn't for the chipotle sauce. I like the chipotle. The chipotle sauce is a great sauce.
Now,
so that even saved it for me.
If I give it a 3, that's Mexican pizza shit right there. You know what I mean?
I'd put Mexican pizza higher than that.
Mexican pizza is hot doo-doo.
Yeah, Mexican
capital
D.
D.
At least 11.
a 12 if you got potatoes in it.
Exactly.
Now, July.
Could you imagine some fucking potatoes on the Mexican pizza? Anyway, keep going.
No worries. In July, they released the loaded. This is when they started doing the flatbreads, which I was really excited for because one of my favorite items is the loaded steak flatbread sandwich. That shit was amazing. But they did release in July the loaded chicken flatbread taco and the beefy potato flatbread taco. Now, if you hadn't had the loaded chicken flatbread, it comes with grilled chicken, lettuce, tomatoes, shredded cheese, and avocado ranch. And then the beefy potato obviously comes with seasoned beef, potatoes, and chipotle sauce. Basically a potato Rito with beef. I like the chicken a lot more. But again, I'm a really big fan of Taco Bell chicken.
I mean, I wasn't very impressed with this one. I'm gonna go 4 or 5. It just feels like
Really?
Yeah.
For both of them combined, or just like
for both.
Really?
I wasn't very impressed. Yeah, it just felt like a regular. It's just kind of like a regular taco.
You know what's crazy?
I don't know. It just feels like it's lacking creativity.
The crazy part is, and shout out to our boy Taco Bell sommelier, this was his favorite item. The loaded chicken flatbread was his favorite item of the year.
There it is.
And I thought it was fantastic. Again, but I'm really partial to chicken and avocado ranch.
That makes sense. Yeah, and I'm less big of a fan of the flour tortillas. So.
Oh, well, this was flatbread.
Flatbread, yeah.
Oh, it was like almost like the pita bread kind of.
Yeah. You know, leave the dust on your hands.
Yeah.
What say you, Devin?
So I would kind of go in the middle. I think I would give this one a solid 5 as well. I didn't think it was that bad, but the biggest gripe that I had with Taco Bell in 2021 is this this deviation from Mexican style food. I mean, I know Taco Bell is not quote unquote Mexican food, but things like flatbread and the next one that we're going to talk about here, you know, a little too out of the realm for me. Yeah,
God,
like I said,
doesn't make any sense. Flatbread is literally a tortilla. Come on.
Like I said, you know, a flatbread. Like I like the flavors, I like the taste. Flatbreads though, they don't belong at Taco Bell. I'm sorry.
Bell Nation, tell us what you think because I am so curious about this. According to Devin, flatbread is out of the wheelhouse of Taco Bell, and to me that is just a preposterous statement.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Hit us up. But September was an amazing year. Oh my God, it felt like a year. Because of how long they sold the fucking crispy chicken sandwich tacos.
Yes,
but September was a great month. It technically they released on like the 30th, but that was for people who use the app. The official release date was September 2nd. That's when we got to see the beautiful crispy chicken sandwich taco. That really took Bell Nation by storm. You know, everyone loved it. And if you didn't love it, then you were probably a terrible person. But the crispy chicken sandwich taco featured all-white meat chicken marinated in jalapeno buttermilk, seasoned with Mexican spices, all rolled in crunchy tortilla chip coating, and then, of course, served on a warm flat bread topped with creamy chipotle sauce. And, of course, again, they did have a spicy option. But what an amazing item.
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 God, I fucking love this. I ate it. Yeah, I had so many of these.
You say this, but then you can't even eat 15 of them. So,
Shut up.
Okay.
You can't even eat 15 of them. Wow.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. This shit was fucking busting, dude. I love it.
Hey, I got some in the freezer.
Oh,
you know
that's
what I mean?
right.
I got some in the freezer. March, I am gonna try it out. See how well it holds up.
That's so funny. No,
Yeah.
this to me was a very strong 9. Coming up on 9.5. I just loved it. It was different. It was good. It was simple. It was snacky. I like to snack on stuff, man. I'm a snacker.
It was at a good price too. If you got it off the app, it was $149.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Like, what a fucking steal.
And I used the app more this year.
And you saved so much money.
God, can we just give it up for me?
Devin, let's hear your
I mean, I don't know why we have to do this again. We have an entire episode where you guys have talked about how much your love for this sandwich ensues. I thought this
All right, on to October.
I thought this was the worst. hands down the worst item of 2021.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
you're just saying that. He's
Yeah.
just
He's
saying that.
He doesn't mean it, Bell Nation.
He
Don't
doesn't mean
listen
it.
to him. He's
I give
he's
it
irrationally.
a 3, and just so you know, I give my cat's poop a 2.
Oh, because you eat your cat's poop? So you're admitting on air that you eat your cat's poop?
I have tried it. No, I don't eat cat poop, but I would eat cat poop before I ordered one of these Chick-fil-A knockoff.
Oh, that's not even close.
Yeah, this item was garbage. I think most of Bell Nation knows
This
this.
item was
It's just this
garbage,
echo
God.
chamber that we're in, where we somehow always come back to this being.
Let's just say someone's going to be disappointed.
Someone's getting some coal in their stocking this year.
Yeah, okay. Well, enough of that slander. What we will say, though, is that it was generally loved by the people of Bell Nation. And a writer on foodrankers.com gave it an 8.25 out of 10, saying, quote, based on the chicken alone, you would never know that this came from Taco Bell.
That's a fact.
Or a typical fast food place. We did not expect to find this level of chicken in this Taco Bell crispy chicken sandwich taco review, or any other fast food review, and we still can't wrap our minds around it. It blew their fucking minds. That's how good that was. It blew their fucking minds. They couldn't comprehend how something so good could come from Taco Bell.
How much Googling?
And you're giving it a 3.
How much Googling did you have to do to find that on this fucking crispy chicken
thing
sandwich
is-
propaganda
thing is,
machine this show's
0.
become?
It basically fell into my lap. As soon as I wrote crispy, it automatically just gave me this review. Like,
You just typed in
you're gonna
crispy.
like this.
I actually believe him. I mean, this thing was
So not
it blew
even
their
Taco
fucking
Bell,
minds.
not even fast food, just the word crispy in the Google search. This is the first thing that comes up.
I was being facetious, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is an amazing item, and I think you're giving it a 3 out of spite. And
I agree. I think, and I also think,
that's okay.
yeah, I don't know. Devin's opinions on sandwiches are a little iffy. So anyway, we'll move on.
Right. It's because I've never had one of those at Taco Bell. But let's continue. We don't need to go through this song and dance on every episode.
Now, October 2021. I think October is when we saw the most authentic item ever released under Taco Bell.
Man, that's a really bold and fair thing to say.
Yeah, we saw the Cantina Crispy Melt Taco hit the menu. And for people who don't know what it is, it featured a freshly fried white corn taco shell filled with 3 layers. Filled with a layer of 3 cheese blend, nacho cheese, seasoned beef, sour cream, lettuce, tomatoes, and of course, more shredded cheddar cheese.
Pour it on, babe.
Let me get some extra shredded lettuce in that bad boy. Pile that shit on.
That shit was awesome. I thought it was amazing. Bell Nation loved it. The people said it was the most authentically flavored item. You know what I mean? Because when we talked about it, we really talked about how like the aromatics were there. It actually tasted and smelt like a corn tortilla.
It felt authentic for sure, or at least more than anything they've ever made. But I have to say, like I'm happy they did it more than anything. Yeah, not because it's like this new item that I like. I just think it's cool that they're like tapping into that a little bit, because I think there is a little bit of it's kind of hard to explain. There's a little game here of like, is this real Mexican food or not?
Yeah,
that Taco Bell is always teetering on, and I think to like actually step into it right is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because most of the time they don't, I think. But I don't know. I liked it. And for me, this gets a really strong 7.
Okay,
Not
that's
strong.
good. That's fair.
Yeah, a strong 7 though, and I say that because it's a 7 that I would order. It'd be like an add-on, even though it's $2, not 1.
Why not throw
That's if the stock market's doing well that day. You know what I mean? Then I'll get
throw some potatoes on. Make that bitch an 8.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. So yeah, it was nice. It was a pleasant kind of positive like experience for me. So I liked it.
Yeah, and Oh, go on, Devin.
I would put that one way up at the top for me too. Solid 8.5, 8.75 for me.
Wow.
Wow, not even a 9. It's just like 8.5, 8.7.
Just
8.99.
the 360 that happened from September to October is why I give that such a high
shut
regard.
up.
They literally sold these at the same time.
Literally, some stores still have them.
And for as far as a textural experience, that's what I think. That was a textural fucking roller coaster of an item. And
but
I loved it.
the chicken nugget wrapped in fucking corn tortilla chips isn't a good texture for you.
That's that's exactly what it was. You just hit the nail right on the head. It's a fucking chicken nugget wrapped in a cold, clammy tortilla.
First off, it was in a flatbread, a mini flatbread.
Now, okay, but let's talk about the crispy cantina melt because it was a really well received item. A writer for brandeating.com said, overall, Taco Bell's Cantina Crispy Melt Taco made for an enjoyable and messy eating experience. I really like the crispier taco shell, and while I would have liked a little bit more cheese pool, the pool from it, the cheesy layer provided a pleasant distraction. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. And a Yo-Quiero Taco Ballads, this is his favorite item.
Makes sense. I get it.
Yeah, this is his favorite item. I thought it was a great item. I still stand firm in my belief that it should replace the regular crunchy taco. Because that bitch is an antiquated item. That gets a -1 out of 10.
That is such blasphemy.
It is the most sold item of all time.
That is such blasphemy.
-1 out of 10. But this, I'm going to give it an 8.
All right,
I'm going to give it an 8.
All right. Yeah, it's a good item. I like it.
All right. So November 2021.
Starting to get to the end here.
Oh, yeah. Now, November 11th, day before my 30th birthday, Big Bell re-released my favorite item of 2020, the grilled cheese burrito, along with a new double steak grilled cheese burrito. And for those who did not have the pleasure of trying this bad boy, which you probably still could, the grilled cheese burrito has seasoned beef, seasoned rice, crunchy red strips, chipotle sauce with sour cream, all wrapped up in a tortilla with cheese grilled onto the outside.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. And
right on.
And the double steak is pretty much all of that except double rice, double beef. Excuse me, instead of beef, it's just double steak, and like everything else is doubled, and it's a big old baby of a fucking burrito.
It does look like a baby's diaper. Like it really does when you open it up.
It's a like actually the inside of a baby's diaper, but on the outside,
yummy, delicious cat poop.
But it also it had a spicy version.
Yeah, it did have a spicy version, which I feel like it only just had jalapenos on top because I didn't taste any jalapenos inside of the steak.
No, that's it.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah. I mean, it's an unimpressive, actually shameful version of a spicy version of it. But to be honest, I fucking loved this item so much. I did a review of it when it first came out. I was the first one.
IG, right?
Yeah, on our IG. I did a live video. It's like 6 minutes long or something. Go check that out if you want to see me. What is it? ASMR?
Yeah, ASMR.
Yeah, you want to listen to that. but no, man, I was so happy to experience that. It was so fucking good. Like I just can't. This to me is like a 9.5. The only reason I'm gonna go 10 is because I don't want to exaggerate and say if I added potatoes it'd be an 11. I want to stay within the actual 10 for reference there.
Thank you.
But actually, you know what? But you know what? I'm gonna actually give it a 10 without the potatoes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey,
and then,
that's what I'm talking about.
Cause this item was so motherfucking good.
Motherfucking good.
Dude, first time I took a bite of that, I could not believe how good it was. And listen, I don't eat a lot of red meat. I mean, I do eat beef, right? Especially ground beef. But outside of that, maybe a burger, I don't eat a ton of red meat. Just you know what I mean? And but the double steak in this is pieces of steak. Pieces of
it's
steak.
grilled steak.
Right. And I would not normally do that, but honestly, it tastes so fucking good. So I'm gonna give this a 10 for sure. And you cannot go wrong with the fucking cheese on the outside.
So I do want to clarify. So, are you giving the grilled cheese burrito a 10, or are you giving the steak, the double
I'm gonna
steak?
give the double steak a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the double steak a 10. Thanks for clarifying.
What about the grilled cheese burrito? Just a regular.
That shit's really good. I'd say a 9.
Okay.
Wow,
All right.
okay.
A 9 and a 10. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Devin?
This was my favorite item of the year. The grilled cheese burrito.
I think it is my favorite too.
One of them from last year for sure, but definitely solidified this year. I just love that fucking melted cheese on top, that steamed layer of cheese, and it could be gross. Like it could be
It's grilled.
It's grilled. Okay, it could be. They could have. It could have been gross. Like they could have done it in a way that was like slimy or
They could have
mushy.
steamed it.
Yeah, they could have really botched it. But I've never had a bad grilled cheese burrito. I'm giving that shit an 8.9997.
Just give it a 9, damn it.
Well,
So your favorite item this year didn't eclipse into the 10. It didn't breach 9 or 10.
Nah, it didn't even get into the 9.
could you think of an item that would ever like what are the qualities of an item that gets a 10?
What's a cheesy gordita crunch? Where is that at?
That's a 9.5 for me. The cheesy gordita crunch is a 9.5. There's nothing on Taco Bell. Just a spoiler alert. There's nothing on Taco Bell's menu in my eyes that is a perfect 10 because guess what? In life, nothing is perfect.
That's a fucking bullshit, Devin.
God,
That's
is
fucking bullshit,
so-
Devin. My dad had a fucking physics teacher when he was in high school who would never ever give anybody 100 because he was like, no one knows everything about physics, and he's like, that's not the fucking point of the test. The point of the test is if I can answer all the fucking questions you asked me, and he's like, I got them all right? And then he was like, a couple of years later, that guy started giving hundreds. But you sound like that dude.
Yeah, you think that a cheesy gordita crunch is a better item than a grilled cheese burrito?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
No,
The cheesy gordita crunch. I've stood on this ground since day one. That is the best fast food item of all time. Fuck the Big Mac. Fuck the Whopper.
I agree with that sentiment, but
and a
my guy.
a 9.5 is like is as good as it gets.
Interesting to say the least. So I will say that the grilled cheese burrito is my favorite item too.
It looks like we got a unanimous.
Actually, it's really hard for me. Actually, because I know I feel like I just said that the Bacon Club Chalupa may have been my favorite item of the year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to also give this one a 10. Just a regular grilled cheese burrito.
Let's go.
Double steak burrito, that's a 9 for me. I'm not a big fan of the steak. I thought it was a little overwhelming. It just wasn't as appetizing to look at whenever I finally actually had it in my hands. Whereas the grilled cheese burrito, that bitch hit every single time.
Shit.
Right?
Be bussin'.
Yes, that I might name a kid after that bitch. You know what I mean? Like that shit is so good.
Facts.
And Anita from Insider, one of Insider Magazine, I think what it is. She said, I tried Taco Bell's double steak grilled cheese burrito, and it was incredible.
Boom.
When I first cut into the burrito to get a peek,
cut into it.
California, dude, it's California. Come on.
All right.
When I
Jordan,
first cut
I feel
into
your pain, dude. I feel that.
What the fuck are you talking
That
about?
hurt.
it's like eating from a pizza from the crust. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
When I first cut into the burrito to get a peek inside, I was glad to see that it looked far more appetizing than the promotional image.
That is not common feedback.
That is high praise,
That
my
is
guy.
high
That is
praise.
high praise. Because usually marketing is pretty fucking misleading. You know what I mean?
100%.
So to be able to cut open into an item and say that looks better than what it looked like when they were promoting it, that's amazing. You know what I mean? So hats off Taco Bell. I mean, y'all really created an amazing item.
So it's how's your vision?
Yeah. That's a good question.
She was wearing these thick glasses, dude. Thick ass fucking glasses.
She's like 100.
But,
she's like 106. Like talking nonsense.
Shit.
Now we're gonna go into December, and obviously, they were going to release like the crispy chicken wings earlier this year, or at least like maybe a month ago, and they decided against it but now they're releasing them December 23rd.
What?
So by the time this episode is out, you'll be able to drive on down to your local Taco Bell between 2 and 5 and get you a nice thing of wings.
I just want to say thank you to Taco Bell for the Christmas gift.
They are the one. Yeah, thank you. And they're the ones listening to the show. They have to be. You know what I mean? Because we griped hard on that because I want to try these wings. Devin, are you going to try these wings?
Totally. Of course. Of course I'll try 'em.
I think I just feel like Devin's going to be utterly disappointed.
Oh,
and I don't know what to expect. I'm not a wing guy in particular. I'm not going to go hard on wings. I don't like seek out wings very much.
You're a breast guy. What? What'd I say?
That was funny. But I will say, if they get these right, it's going to be special. What I do know is Domino's wings are absolute garbage. The worst wings, the worst wings in history. But I hope they're nothing like those wings, and I hope they're not fatty, flabby. I hope they're crisp and seasoned well, and I hope it's a dry rub.
Okay.
I have a feeling it is going to be a dry rub.
Yeah, it's going to be a dry rub.
That's how Devin does it. Dry rub.
Very nice. Where's that laugh button when you need it? I'm excited about those. You know, the not necessarily a big wing guy either. But I don't know. I'd be willing to see what their take on wings would be. I'm not totally off the bandwagon. I'll try them. But
so you don't think you have a bias considering you didn't like the crispy chicken? Like, are you going to go into it with a fresh mind, or
I'm going into it with a fresh mind? Absolutely,
I can see it on.
They're completely different items. They're completely different concepts. So yeah, definitely.
Well, come back next year to get his reviews. Tell us what he thinks. But I'm excited for these two. I'm really excited for them. They were supposed to come out earlier this year, or at least a couple months ago. And when I found out that they were not going to release them, I was very, very, very disappointed because I like chicken wings a lot. I like chicken nuggets. I'm a chicken guy, except for like actual like chicken.
80 Nugget Nick,
80 Nugget Nick, yes.
Didn't we have somebody try these for us? Like, didn't we have somebody come on and get
yes,
these
we did.
when they were in the Midwest or something?
That was like full on last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
That wasn't even 2021. That was 2020, bro. It was like
that was our friend Josh.
Yeah, in the Midwest, right?
Yep,
That's right.
Josh from Nebraska.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes,
the Runza boy, Runza guy.
Yes. I completely
doing
forgot
well
what that was.
Oh yeah, and still listening to the show. We miss you. You're a good guest.
Yeah, but you guys want to hear what Bell Nation's favorite item was?
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. So I ran a poll on the Taco Bell Cult Facebook group, and I had put all of the same items in there, and I had asked Bell Nation, what was your favorite item of the year? Now, before I give it to you guys, I'd like to know, Jordan, what is your guess?
I'm gonna say the double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Okay. And Devin,
I feel like that's wrong, but I feel like that's the best item.
Since we're on the this has now become the Taco Bell propaganda machine. I'm gonna guess that the answer is the crispy chicken sandwich because Nick just found a way to seek that out. But if I'm actually being honest, I think if I had to pick which one I think Taco Bell chose. It's the cantina.
No. Bell Nation. It's Bell Nation. The Taco Bell Cult.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're talking about the Taco Bell Cult.
Then I'm gonna say the grilled cheese burrito as well. Grilled cheese burrito, not the steak one, just the regular one.
Okay. So Devin is right.
Oh,
Devin,
wow.
it is the grilled cheese burrito with 99 votes.
I should have. I can see that.
And
yeah.
the double steak has 23 votes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, in second place,
Let me get on there. It'll have 24.
add some potatoes, 25.
Hey.
And then, of course, number 2 is the Cantina Crispy Melt Taco.
That was going to be my next guess for real.
And then number 3 is the Crispy Chicken Sandwich Taco.
Naturally, though.
Yes.
Yeah, naturally.
And that has 64 votes. Cantina Crispy Melt had 83. So it wasn't even really that close because the grilled cheese burrito was leading pretty for a really long time, and it just stayed in the lead.
Can we get 5 more people to vote for the crispy chicken sandwich taco? Then we'll be at
And
69.
the one that has the lowest is the Bacon Club Chalupa.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's, you know what? It's probably
with
too
5, and I'm one of the 5.
It's probably too far out. Like people just don't remember it as well. I bet.
Fair
I
enough.
feel
I
like
think that too.
bacon's on the fritz too. I feel like bacon isn't the bacon wave of like 15 years ago is kind of over now. I feel like people. I feel like people kind of veer away from bacon more than they used to.
See,
I don't know.
I really think it's more of Jordan's point of like because we didn't. I forgot that it happened this year, the Bacon Club Chalupa. You know what I mean? And I think it's really familiar. The grilled cheese burrito is like in everyone's face right now. So that's why I think it is.
So you think?
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
that
I think people
items are at a
fucking-
disadvantage when they come out earlier in the year?
Yeah.
Well, if we
Yeah.
do the poll this way, sure.
Yeah. If we do, yeah.
I think that I mean, there's not very many ways to do the poll though, so it's like we don't. It's not like we did it wrong.
There's
going to
be winners and there's going to be losers. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look, when I look at the what was I gonna say?
I don't know, but
I
both
lost
of
my
you
train of
guys
thought.
are my number 1 spots for co-hosts.
Hey,
Wow.
right back at you. You guys.
Right back at you, bud.
How well do you guys think Taco Bell did with the new items, with the items that we've seen for the past 12 months? How well, like, what would you give Taco Bell's overall rating?
Well, I'll say this. I feel like I've been welcomed with open arms into my new local Taco Bell. I made a big move this year, which meant waving goodbye to some of my old friends at the Riverside store. And I feel like I've been very, very welcomed to the Newtown Road, Danbury location. So I feel really, really great about that. In terms of Taco Bell in general, though, I think it's been a bit of a tough year with, being able to keep people working at their stores. I think that, Taco Bell definitely was, faced some adversity when it came to labor shortage and, paying people a livable wage to sling tacos. So I think in that regard, Taco Bell, as well as a lot of other big multinational corporations, had a tough year in that regard. So was Taco Bell successful this year? I'm sure they were lucrative. I'm sure that they made money. But I think that they had I think this was a growing year for Taco Bell, where they had to kind of reevaluate who they were as a brand. That's a lot.
Fair enough. I like that.
That's well said. I don't have a ton to add. I think we talked about a lot of things, them trying to innovate and trying to, even just the new drive-through they tried to put together, right? In the new stores where there was no inside, right? Where they weren't using that anymore. I think that, I don't know, man. I think that when we look at the year overall, we got to look at, like, what was everybody dealing with and what were they kind of adapt to? And, we're all dealing with the same shit,
Yeah.
COVID and inflation, supply chain issues, some of us more than others, obviously. Like, we don't own a restaurant, right, where we need a ton of supplies, but we all dealt with it in one way or another. But looks like they survived, and I would say maintained some creativity in their new product releases. I'm overall satisfied. I would give me like a calm like 8, 7.5. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For how did Taco Bell do this year?
Talk all the shit you want. There's 3 happy customers still sitting right here.
There it is, baby.
Okay. All right.
What about you, man?
I'll say I think I really connect with what Devin said.
Yeah, you said it well, Devin.
Yeah, there was a lot of learning I think Taco Bell still has to do, especially when it does come to paying people a living wage. If they're willing to pay someone to stand in a Taco Bell and say, "Hey, sorry, this Taco Bell's closed because we're short of staff." You know what I mean? Like, are they really being productive? Are they really having their employees in mind? If you can't pay a fair wage, then don't own a fucking business. If you can't pay for medical or health care, don't own a fucking business. Let them go back to being a franchise, not owned by like a local franchisee. Let that be a corporate store. You know, I'm tired of these people like Runberg, for example. There was that day this year that I had to go to 3 different Taco Bells.
I remember that.
And I still didn't get any Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
That, yeah.
And that's not because of the employees. You know, that's because of fucking corporate. That's because of, you know, the franchise owners. You know, if they're going to come to Texas for like tax breaks and shit, fucking raise the wage, you know, like pay people. So I will say overall, Taco Bell did a great job with their items. I loved every item. And, but on the financial side of it all, I bet they were making a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? I bet they were, you know, raking in the dough while fucking paying these people slave wages. You know, so I don't know. I think overall Taco Bell did well when it came to producing some really innovative, delicious items. But again, on the financial side, I'm gonna give them a 4.
Fair enough. We can actually look up their records and shit if you want. I can get that info.
Okay, yeah, that's cool with me.
We should check that
out. But what a good year for Taco Bell.
What about us? How about our year?
Man, we are doing great. I gotta say, I'm really happy with how we've grown. I think as a podcast, not only have we gotten better chemistry, I think the stuff that we're producing is really funny. I mean, granted, you know, we're the people behind it, so it's kind of like stroking my own dick.
Granted, you're hilarious.
Yeah, and but I do want to say thank you to everyone who's found us out, who's shared it, who's you know, told their friends to listen to it on a long drive. You know what I mean? Like, we really appreciate that stuff. We really appreciate you coming along with this really crazy, kind of dumb sometimes Taco Bell podcast. And,
yeah, there it is.
You know, we appreciate you being a part of that conversation, and we hope that in the coming year we can keep providing really high quality, good content.
And thanks to all of our guests this year. Anybody who was on the show, anybody who helped write the show. You know, we had some great people with us this year. Jacob Cordas, a bunch of other people writing for us and working with us. So thank you all for your help as well.
Yeah, when I reflect back on our year, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, there has been a few things that I've been involved in my life that have absolutely just drawn energy out of me contagiously, spread contagiously to other people. Maybe that's a bad word.
Yeah,
but
I think they have vaccines now.
That's funny. But also, like, you know, I just have this like passion about the show that just fucking pours out of me, bro. That I just get so excited about when I talk about the show, and I have so much fun working on this thing with you all. You know, and there are a few things I've done that have just, you know, I wake up different. You know what I mean? And you get that eagerness, and you're hungry, and like then we see progress, and like you know. And when I look at our show and what we're doing and where we're going and who we're engaging with and the numbers that we're seeing, and you know, I mean, it's all just the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. But I'm so grateful for the experiences that we have so far this year and what's coming. Man, there's some good stuff that's coming. I can smell it. I can feel it. It's like I'm excited. It's palpable to me. Like I know we're on the like brink of other things. And so when I look at our year, this was another year of foundation for us. Another year of bricklaying, right? Of just perfectly laying the foundation for, you know, the future that we can have doing this stuff. And we were consistent. We showed up every day that we needed to. We didn't miss any episodes. We did what we were supposed to do. And shout out to you motherfuckers. I love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all are hilarious and y'all are smart and we have a good time together. But I think we progressed. I think we've gotten clear on what we want to do. I think we've made progress in the areas of in connecting with people, and there's so much good.
I would say
we had a fucking fantastic year, and this is the tip of the iceberg.
And the feedback we've gotten, you know what I mean,
God,
over this
amazing.
past year about the show. You know, thank you to everybody who's listened and was like, hey, can you turn down the laughs a little? You know what I mean? Like, thank you for that. Thank you for all that stuff. Thank you for putting in the time and the thoughtfulness to reach out to us and ask us questions and, you know, really be a part of the show. So we really appreciate you. And we're really looking forward to 2022 because Mexican pizza's coming back. And,
let's
you
go.
know, and I do want to
Hopefully
say,
in stores too.
We've reported that like 2 months ago, and now everybody's like reporting it. Oh, Mexican pizza may be coming back in May. I'm like, if you listen to the show, you would know. Yeah, you would know. But Devin, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
About our year?
All right, cool. Thank you. Well, I've been your host, Nick Ortiz. That was a year in review of all of the Taco Bell items. What was your favorite Taco Bell item? Hit us up in the our emails in the description below. Shoot us a DM on Facebook, Instagram, any of our social medias. We want to know what your favorite Taco Bell item is, because I bet it's I bet you'd give a better rating for the crispy chicken.
That's facts.
Sandwich taco than Devin.
You didn't think it was gonna happen, Devin, but he did it. He got it in there, bro. Nick always gets it in there.
We will see you. We will see you next year. Thank you so much, and stay Baja blessed. And until next year.
Thanks. Love y'all. Please definitely keep listening, keep sharing. We appreciate you. We're nothing without you, and we know that. So thank you. And I'm so excited for all the things that we have coming. So more great episodes, man. Keep locking in with us. Keep having fun. And tuning in with us every couple weeks. But happy fucking Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas.
Happy fucking Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas. There it is. So happy fucking holidays, y'all. And follow your boy on IG, your boy YABOI112, and get at me.
Cool. This is Devin saying happy holidays, y'all, and enjoy everything this beautiful new year has to bring. We love all of you.
Yeah. And we have a show coming up.
And this is Little Dill checking out on my final holiday rampart. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye.
This show is made possible thanks to listeners like you. For more great Cheesy Gordita Bunch content, follow us on social media. And if you'd like to support the show and hear exclusive bonus content, subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cheesy Gordita Bunch.